The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank and the Worcester Railers Hockey Club.
Coming up next on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, rivals square off on the mountaintop as the St. John's Pioneers visit the Wachusett Mountaineers. It's a city showdown as the Worcester Tech Eagles square off against the North High Polar Bears. And Swickle rivals battle yet again as the Leicester Wolverines visit the Bartlett Indians. And we'll preview the upcoming Central Mass Super Bowl. It's rematch week. The frenzy begins right now.
No!
He is down, but not out. Let's go. Let's go! Happy Veterans Day, everyone. Welcome to the Frenzy. Kevin Shea, Andy Lacombe, to all of our veterans, thank you for your service. Kind of a different week for us here as we have games on Thursday night, games tonight, and then we have the Central Mass Super Bowls tomorrow. But we talk about the rematches, and there were some big rematches tonight, and there was still a lot of animosity in the air. Even though these games weren't for playoffs, the St. John's Wachusett game, there was a lot of pride on both sides.
You could roll them out in ping pong or chess, and there would still be a little bit of anger on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
Good matchup tonight.
Yeah, it's the good high school hatred that you like to see between two teams.
You love that.
And old friend Jimmy O'Donohue on the PA. The voice of Foley Stadium returns. It was a great showing by the Badlands tonight, though, in the cold weather. First quarter, scoreless game. St. John's knocking on the door. Peter Oliver, land of 6. 7-0 St. John's in front. Second quarter, 4th and 1. Wachusett going for it. Jack Fields blows it up at the point of attack, and the St. John's defense holds on. Pioneers going to work. Oliver, so fast, gets upfield and just explodes. Shoestring tackle, big gainer for Oliver. His dad was a 1,000-yard rusher in high school. Oliver darting into the end zone. 14-0 St. John's in front. Wachusett answering. After recovering a fumble on a kick, 4th and inches from the 2-yard line, Cole Durkin pounding it in. 14-7 is your score. Third quarter, 21-7 St. John's. And they run this counter play so well. Michael Bernard in for the touchdown. 28-7 St. John's. Pioneers win it 42-21.
All right, Leicester and Bartlett from Memorial Field tonight. First quarter, Leicester's Nathan Powers finding Jack O'Neill, and O'Neill making some moves in the center of the football field, picking up a nice gain. A couple plays later, Sam Laviolette up the middle and into the end zone, and it is Leicester, the Wolverines, on top, 7-0. Indians trying to answer and airing things out, but there's Jack. Oh yeah, Jack O'Neill high points the football for the pick. And back the other way, here comes Powers on the keeper. Finds a hole, takes off, one man to beat. And they just do get to Powers down to the 10-yard line. Leicester's in business. Second quarter, it's Powers to Laviolette, stumbling into the end zone, 14-0. Maybe it was mine. Griff and the guys, 14-0 Woolies. Powers to Matt Morrow, the Mad Stork, 21-0 at the half. Leicester gets the win, 42-0.
All right, we got Gardner and David Prouty scoreless in the first quarter. Gardner's Dylan Zarzinski. Little bobble, but gains control of the ball, and he is cutting back.
Blocked downfield.
Across the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 Wildcats.
They have their own Snapchat filter up there in Gardner.
I'm not familiar with that.
No, you
Second
wouldn't be.
quarter, Gardner Xavier Vargas to Zarzinski. He's up the sideline and in, 14-0 Wildcats.
Spoiler alert, kids. Kev's old.
Ensuing kickoff. Prouty can't get control of the ball. Gardner recovers, and they got good field position. And it's the X-Man Xavier Vargas flinging it out to Josh Correa. Correa got some space to run. Good speed. Correa makes it to the end zone. 21-0 Wildcats. Gardner wins 33-15. All right, we got Burncoat Hudson. Burncoat's fired up. They're knocking each other around before the game. First quarter scoreless game. Stephen Miranda, you have the right to enter the land of 6. 6-0 Hudson.
Nice.
Second
I see what
quarter.
you did there.
Miranda again Good scoop. He's in for the touchdown. 13-0 Hawks.
Thin blue line right here on
Fox News starts right now. Hudson fans are great. They're making their own snow. Baby powder explosion. Outstanding scene. Fourth quarter now. Burncoats, Malcolm Cassini. Good cut. Look at Cassini. Good bruising run into the end zone. It's 20-6. Patriots going for 2. Ben Camacho in for the 2-point conversion.
Quienes más macho? Get some.
More Burncoat. Fourth down, it's Jack Cooney, a dart to Nick LeConture. And that's the touchdown, 27-14. Hudson wins 33-14.
Good strike from the mayor. Abby Kelly hosting Air Shirley. The Bears looking to even their record of 5-5 in their inaugural year. Brian Morse, always well dressed, even on the sticks. First quarter, Abby Kelly's Greg Asare rolling into the end zone. Tack on a 2, it's 8-0. Abby Kelly right out of the gate. Panthers respond with a sophomore in James Robinson getting to the outside and scoring 8-6 at that point. Abby Kelly. Second quarter, it's the Bears QB Noah Cristo. Great ball fake and the keeper from 10 yards out. Tack on another 2 after this touchdown, 16-7. Later in the second, Asari, by the way, he's a sophomore as well. Watch him. He's not going to go out of bounds. Tucks it back in, taking on some tackles. Down inside the 15-yard line. Rich Green with a great block on that play. Inside the 15, couple plays later, Asari caps the touchdown. 22-6, Abby Kelly. Asari had 5 TDs. Abby Kelly wins 44-33. A fall. Clinton and Monty Tech up there North Country. It's Tyler Pop going in for a touchdown. First quarter, 6-0 Monty Tech. I just went in for a cool pop. And there goes Pop for another 2-point conversion. Now it's 8-0 Monty Tech. Second quarter, Mateo Serrano. The young man from Monty Tech to the outside finds pay dirt. 16-0 Bulldogs after the 2-point conversion. Gales respond. Jose Nieves punching it in, made it 16-6 at that point. Then it's Serrano. Serrano's got the ball. He's going in for a touchdown. And then he'd tack on a little something, a 2-point conversion. Monty Tech gets the win, 38-18.
All right, we got Lunenburg and Quabog pick up the action in the first quarter. Quabog up 6-0. Lunenburg ball. Christopher Kostic throwing to Benjamin Cumming. And it is a touchdown, Lunenburg. And they're going for the 2-point conversion. And it's good. 8-6 Lunenburg. Quabog looking to answer. Cameron Ford, great hit by the defense, and Lunenburg recovers. George Caralla with a huge run for Lunenburg. The Blue Knights. Look at George Caralla running.
Have you been out to this field?
Oh, it's phenomenal.
It just lit up nice.
Kendall Drinkwater in for the touchdown.
Bolio in
for
French.
The 2-point conversion. 16-6 Lunenburg, and Lunenburg goes on to win it 38-14.
All right, a little Dave Shea matinee on Veterans Day. Worcester Tech and North from the General's Den, Commerce Bank Field. First quarter, North knocking on the door. Javon Torres sneaks it in for the touchdown, 6-0 Polar Bears. Second quarter, North driving. Fumble on the play. Nick Boyd picks it up, and he's thinking scoop and score. But he's dragged down at the 1-yard line. So close. After 3 attempts to punch it in, 4th and goal, Adam Pascal to the end zone, batted down by Emmanuel Ajay. Great stand by the Polar Bear D. Tech going for it again on 4th down. This time Pascal keeps it, and he is loose. Pascal.
The silent French.
There it is. Do not keep the French silent. The Eagles are on the board, and they're up 7-6 at this point. Last play of the half. North comes back to win this one, 20-14 after the Tech pick.
All right, we got Auburn and Quabbin from last night at the Hinterlands, third quarter. Steve Saucier rolling, hits Luke Matthews. Matthews separating from the defender, and he is gone. 43 yards to the house. Rockets are up 23-6.
Auburn!
Back comes Quabbin. Ryan Malkowski to Colin Sweeney. Sweeney Takes it down to the 1 yard line. Next play, it is Tyler Marcoux. Slamming in from a yard out, and the Rocket lead is cut to 23-12. Auburn answering. Saucier. Oh, little broken play. Sauce, 4-year starter, heady player, making something happen. He gets into the end zone, and the Auburn Rockets win it 44-24, your final.
Doherty Tantasqua on a Thursday night special. First quarter, Tajon Vassar up the gut, big hole here, stumbling down and taking on tacklers to the Warriors' 6-yard line. Same drive, second quarter, Vassar up the middle for the touchdown, 7-0 Highlanders.
Tajon Vassar.
Men with the big T responding. Mike Farland getting outside. Farland making some things happen, then dragged violently out of bounds. Colin Eliason back to pass, and it's intercepted by Vassar. Great play. Doherty gets the win, 27-0.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, play more of the Frenzy. Stay with us.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank and the Worcester Railers Hockey Club.
All right, welcome back. Still plenty more games to get to.
Yeah, more football. Southbridge and Bay Path from Thursday night, and a special night recognizing Al Demby, who stepped down, retired after last season, and coach was back for an honorary presentation. 373 games as a coach. He had 16 titles in the Colonial Athletic League and 3 Super Bowls, and his Southbridge, or his Bay Path Minutemen and Pat Dyer looking to run on Southbridge early and often. The Southbridge defense, though, comes up with a stop in this when the Pioneers of Southbridge actually come back to win it, despite Dyer and that strong running game. 20-14, Southbridge a win last night.
We got Shepherd Hill and Leominster from last night. The Rams band keeping the fans entertained. Shepherd Hill, the double wing, marching down the field. Liam Healy with a tough run, taking it down to the 5-yard line of Leominster. And then it is the quarterback keeper, Jake Zablocki, from a yard out. Zabs battling his way into the end zone.
Face off first off.
Cuts the Leominster lead to 28-14. More Shepherd Hill. Kevin Mensa getting an escort down the field. Alec Ambrosia, and it's 59 yards to the house. Leominster up 34-21 at this point. More from the Rams. Healy on the sweep left. Gets to the outside, and he is going to the end zone. 19 yards on the touchdown. Leominster gets the win, though, 34-28.
Well, a meeting of a couple of Hall of Fame coaches up north on Thursday night. North Middlesex hosting Northbridge, Ruggles and La Chapelle in this one. First quarter, 7-0 Northbridge. Joe Haskins, a great fake. Jake Hatchie helps sell it, and Haskins takes off, shakes off defenders, and goes 56 yards for the score. 7-6 at that point. North Middlesex on the board. John Marzik answering with a keeper for Northbridge, who pounded the running game last night, 14-6. And then a Northbridge onside kick, the little pop-up kick, recovered by Brandon Ferris, executed by Jeff Reichert, one of the best kickers in the land. Sets up the second quarter, touchdown, pounding it in is Zach Roberts, made it 20-6, the Northbridge Rams. Later in the quarter, Marzik by Dimitri Jaros and his big offensive line, 26-7 Rams. They get the win, 38-12.
All right, we have got Valley Tech and Assabet Valley. First quarter, Valley Tech's Hector Petrie fires a strike to Dylan Ramos. Ramos to the end zone, 7-0 Valley Tech. Now the Aztecs looking to air it out and getting right back in it. Valley Tech's Kevin Barthelms. Barthelms reading it, breaking on it, and picks it off. Big interception by the Blackstone Valley Tech safety. Later in the drive, Valley Tech 4th and 4. Petrie to Morales. Great grab, great throw. Morales into the end zone, 14-0 Valley Tech. Now in the second quarter, it is Petrie to Ramos. Beautiful strike, hits him in stride. Valley Tech up 20-0. Under a minute left in the half. Justin Phillips to Gabriel Souza. Souza pounded it into the end zone. Valley Tech wins a tight one, 35-30.
All right, so great games, Kev, in the last last week before Thanksgiving for a lot of these teams. It's the first course tomorrow, the second course as we're talking about the Super Bowls of Central Massachusetts. And Algonquin and Shrewsbury in the big D2 matchup. This Algonquin team, some maybe had them left for dead middle of the season after Shepherd Hill and Leominster defeats. Never a doubt in the resiliency of this Algonquin Tomahawk program. The T-Hawks just kept battling, and now they've got a chance to make some history Saturday.
You know, you think back to 5-6 years ago, if you told someone that Algonquin would be playing for a Central Mass final, you know, they'd look at you like you're crazy. So, but it's a position that we've always believed we could be in. I mean, we have a great opponent in Shrewsbury who we've seen once, and, you know, we beat them last time, so they're going to come out firing on all cylinders. But, you know, it's a Central Mass final game, so really anything can happen.
We've been working for something like this all season. You know, we've been working to get to this point, to get farther than this point, and to have it actually all happen is just so unreal, and it's just a great feeling. We need to come out firing and ready to go. We need to execute all of our plays, come out strong. I think we need to score first. You know, we just need to keep playing even if we go down. And we just really got to play hard for 4 quarters.
It's not going to come down to the X's and O's, that's for sure. You know, it's a Central Mass final game. You know, everyone's going to be throwing everything they have. It's going to come down to, you know, who wants it more and who's the tougher team. And, you know, Shrewsbury's very tough. And, you know, in that St. John's game, if you were there, they absolutely wanted it. And so it's going to be a great battle against a great team.
No one in this group is ready to quit. You know, like even when we get down, like even when something bad happens, no one in this group is going to quit or give up. We're just going to keep fighting.
All right, the Division III Central Mass Super Bowl. It is Nipmuc and Uxbridge. Uxbridge in the CMass Super Bowl for the 3rd straight year. Meanwhile, Nipmuc has kind of flown under the radar. They have not played a single Friday night game in Central Mass this season, so we haven't seen them here on the Frenzy. This is the furthest the Warriors have ever been into the playoffs, playing for a Central Mass championship. They're not satisfied with just getting there. They want to win the title, and they want to continue making Nipmuc football history.
That was a lot of people's goal, was to win a playoff game, and so we've been able to do that, win the DVC, and then now we're going to the Central Mass Finals.
I feel like we've been underrated all year. Nobody really expected us to be here, but I feel like being under the radar and being underrated kind of gives us that underdog feel and that underdog title.
Everyone said that Holy Name was going to beat us, and like we came out and beat them 38-6 or 36-8. And like it fuels us when everyone says that we can't do it.
We know them because we scrimmage them and we play them against in passing league, is that you have to start well because they're going to get into a rhythm, the quarterback at some point. They're going to score some points, so you can't get in a big hole and let them play from ahead.
They have a good passing. Their quarterback's good. They have good receivers. We need to cover the pass well, cover that back out of the backfield. You know, be conscious of the run. I think they pass a lot, so we need to make sure we, you know, don't forget about our run responsibilities.
It's a championship game, you know. Whoever handles themselves and believes in themselves and doesn't get too high and doesn't get too low is probably going to come out on top.
All right, you know, we talked to the West Boylston Lions in the preseason. They had been to the Central Mass final a year ago, and they wanted to get right back there. Well, they have another shot coming up on Saturday, taking on Littleton, a team they just played and beat a few weeks ago. So the Lions know it's a test to beat a good Littleton team twice with just a short amount of time in between games.
We knew Bartlett, they've historically been a tough team. We knew we had to play a half with them. We had to play as hard as we could in the second half, and we started moving away. They were a good team.
Against Bartlett, I mainly just started with having a good week of practice, bringing all the intensity, and then we knew that we could run the ball on them. We just really worked on our defense that whole week. We're going to have to play the best game we've played all season. I mean, they're going to definitely be fired.
All right, we are back, everybody, with Central Mass Championship, a frenzy tomorrow night, Saturday at 10:30. We've got all the title games coming your way.
All right, so there's going to be some good Super Bowls tomorrow, and we know that there's going to be some rematch games, and that Shrewsbury-Algonquin game is a rematch. It's a game that Algonquin won in the regular season by 10 points, but, you know, again, it doesn't matter what happened a week ago, and we found that out in Division II all season long. Last week didn't matter. Each week truly was a different week, and this is one of those games. I think these teams are so evenly matched. It's going to be a great game. I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter and maybe the final possession.
You know, I look at a game in Division III, St. Peter Marion, with their athletes. Do they have enough to challenge the Melifonwus and Fontanas of the world at Grafton, who have been pretty much untouchable for most of the year? Grafton's back in that position again. Can they get over the hump and beat St. Peter Marion. Should be a good one to watch. I saw the couple of Grafton assistants today at a field hockey game, and they're chomping at the bit to get out there.
Well, and they may be facing the biggest line in St. Peter's that they've faced all season long. So if anyone's going to have a shot at trying to handle Melifonwu, it's St. Peter's, because it has to start up front. You have to win the battle on the line in trying to corral a Fatu Melifonwu. All right, plenty more on the Frenzy when we come back. Some district championships in field hockey and soccer. Welcome back, everyone. District championships today. Central Mass District championships in soccer, in field hockey. We were there. We have your highlights for you. Football, European style. Let's start with Sutton and Bromfield. Couple longtime rivals. Not everyone going with the Mohawk, but a couple. Always good to see. First half, Bromfield striking. Colin Grant with the direct kick. Finds its way through the wash into the back of the net. 1-0 Trojans. A lot of Mohawks out there. I like it. Late in the first half, Bromfield looking to add to their lead. Through ball to Rael DeRuiter, but Brandon Elster is there with a big save. Second half, Sutton threatening. Dakota Payne to Michael Villaro. Great save by Austin Franklin. Sutton striking. Long direct kick. Nick Evangeline with a header. I feel like an auctioneer. More from Sutton.
Can I hear one? Can I hear two? Can I get two? One,
Evangeline on the corner. Great shot. And it's 2-0 Sammys. What a shot from Evangeline.
It is the most beautiful game.
And that's how it would end. Sutton is your D4 champs, 2-1 over Bromfield. Look at that exultation.
You got it. Nipmuc and Grafton in D3. Two high-scoring, high-powered teams in this one. Scoreless in the first half. Jake Zimko with the cross. Jonas Walter the shot through defense. 1-0 Nipmuc. Grafton corner. Stein Balo de Galanta with the header. Pushed away by Lucas Van Slet. Jackson Bakunt from Nipmuc to Jake Zimko. Great touch, soft touch, elevating for the goal. They want an offside call. It's 2-0 though, Nipmuc. Then it's Mark Jengo with the shot. Chase Heck kicks away. Jake Zimko's rebound is off the post. Nipmuc, Jonas Walter, the cross to Jackson Bakunt, and he chips it in for the goal. 3-0 Nipmuc. 3-2 Nipmuc in the second half now. We missed a couple. Jake Simcoe, point blank. Heck with the save. Nipmuc hangs on to win it. They're your Central Mass champs, 3-2, the final.
Heck of a save. Yeah. All right, D1 Westboro and Wachusett. And this is your final. Early on a very windy day. Jonah Smith with the header and the goal. Mountaineers of Wachusett up 1-0 early. Westboro then. Direct kick. Good scoring bid for the Rangers, but Chad Brathwaite is there with the big save.
Foliage still in play up there in Bolton.
Second half. It's a late turn. Corner kick, Westboro's Ryan Barrett. The header by Spencer Najee for the goal, and we're tied up at 1. Rangers threatening. Tyler Stott. He had a big goal 2 nights ago. Stott with the shot, and Brathwaite a big save, and we are on to overtime. Tied at 1 in OT. Corner kick, Westboro ball. Headed out, but Wachusett is called for a foul inside the 18 in the penalty area. Najee with the penalty kick.
That guy out there.
For the win. Najee with the goal. 2-1, Rangers win it in overtime. Sensational game.
Thrill of victory.
There's Chris McMahon.
What's Mac doing there? You want wind? This is Grafton where Mac's assistants were working the game. It is blowing wind for the D2 district final in field hockey. Oakmont 1-0 lead. Taylor Ledoux, the slapper. It's 2-0 Oakmont. Emily Flory coming back. Nice move here on the defender and then makes one on the goalie. 2-1 at that point. Flory's goal. 2-1 at the half. Quabog coming back. Penalty corner. Ledoux. The blast in front. Sarah Craig was in front there too. It's either Ledoux or Craig. They gave it to Ledoux. 3-1 Spartans at that point. Another penalty corner. Lauren Ledoux's the one setting all this stuff up. Bounced around in front. Kelsey Rasmussen eventually scores it for Oakmont, 4-1. Oakmont goes on to win this one 5-1. They are your district champions in field hockey. Congratulations.
I'll tell you what, incredible. That Wachusett Westboro game, fantastic finish. Going to overtime again. D1 in the semifinals, there was overtime games. Westboro won that one in overtime. They win again in overtime today to capture the district championship. Just a heck of a game, and there was some controversy over the call, but I'm told from several people that were there, it was a good call. Two-handed shove inside the penalty area, so the penalty kick was the right call.
I tell you what, Nipmuc made a long run a year ago in soccer, and they make another one and cap it off with a Central Mass championship. They play exciting football, does Nipmuc. So does Grafton. They had a great run as well. And in that field hockey game, Oakmont, credit to them, Quabog comes all the way back to get back into a position where they had been years ago and had been a perennial power. This Ledoux from Oakmont reminds me of Macy Gomo from
Macy
Quabog,
Gomo, yeah.
a dominant type player. Gomo was one of the best.
I think she went on to play at BU.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Bromfield, too. Huge win over Sutton. Great rivalry. Man of the match time when we return.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. Verterra Nissan of Auburn. Unibank. Pucci Spine Jewelry. The law offices of Joseph J. Carigula. The Sullivan Group. The Central Mass Safety Council. Holy Cross Athletics. Visit us online at goholycross.com. Mid-State Auto of Auburn and Milford Federal.
All right, man of the match time. My man of the match is St. John's running back Peter Oliver, 150 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, 100 yards receiving, and another touchdown in leading St. John's to the win tonight over Wachusett. Oliver, my man of the match.
My man of the match goes to Abby Kelly, Foster sophomore, Greg Asare, 5 touchdowns tonight. Abby Kelly is 5-5. They play Tech on Thanksgiving in their inaugural season. And whatever happens, a great year for the Bears.
Yeah, it certainly is. And this is our final Friday night frenzy of the year. Saturday nights from here on out, beginning tomorrow night. We will see you tomorrow night for the Saturday night Super Bowl edition.